Hey everyone, this is Amanda from Wayward and Whimsical Creations, and today I'm back with another fidget toy tutorial for you all. Today I am going to show you how to make these adorable little Byzantine fidgets. Let's get into the ring sizes you need. You are going to need two 12 standard wire gauge 1-inch jump rings. You're going to need roughly 22 16 standard wire gauge 1/4-inch jump rings, and you are going to need 8 to 12 18 standard wire gauge 9/64 jump rings, and of course smooth jaw pliers. So to start this project, we are just going to take one of our large jump rings and we're going to close it. And I am busting out the heavy duty Armor's pliers to close these 12 gauge rings, because even though it's aluminum, 12 gauge is still a little difficult to bend with my standard pliers. To this one ring, we are going to take two of our 16 gauge 1/4-inch rings and add them. To the two rings we just added, we are going to add two more of our 16 gauge jump rings. So it should look like this so far. These rings that are on top, we are going to fold them back like this, so they are now sitting underneath the first pair of jump rings we added. The rings that are now sitting on top, we're going to open them up, and we're taking another of our 16 gauge rings and we're picking up these rings that are sitting underneath. Like so. And we're going to add 3 jump rings here. So this is 1, 2, and 3. To these 3 jump rings, we're going to add 2 of the 1/4-inch. To these 2 jump rings we just added, we're going to add, you guessed it, 2 more jump rings. Now these rings on top are going to get folded back, but instead of picking them up this way, we're going to secure them to the ring down here. So this ring is going to get connected to its neighbor, and we're going to use the 18 gauge 9/64 jump rings for that. I am going to start out with 2 on either side. If the weave feels slightly loose, you can always add a 3rd. So there's 2 on that side, and I'm going to flip it over and do 2 on this side. And there's our first Byzantine unit done. So now we need to build a second one right next to it. So when it's done, it should look like this. So once we have both Byzantine units done, we're going to arrange them like so. The one on the left is going to sit on the inside, and the one on the right is going to point towards the outside. So then we're going to take our second large ring. We're going to open it up. Starting with the one on the left, these rings that are sitting on top, we're going to open them up, and we're picking up the rings underneath, like so. Then we are going to tuck it underneath the first large ring, and we're doing the same thing. We're spreading this open, and we're picking up these rings that are sitting underneath. Now this part is kind of tricky, and it can be very fiddly, but it will go through. And then the final step is to close our second big ring. And there you have it. A cute little Byzantine fidget. If you have any questions while you're building this, please feel to drop them in the comments. And if there's any other weaves that you guys would like me to attempt a tutorial for, please let me know. Happy weaving!